everybody, welcome back to the All Things Good channel and to a new video. Thank you for joining me. It is lovely to see you as always. Look at me in the middle of chaos and not caring that the washing's on the table. It's the new Polly. It is 4:20 actually, starting to get dark already, but I have had a few deliveries today from Amazon that I really want to show you because I've had some bargains. And we've got a dupe as well. I do love a dupe. But yes, washing's everywhere. House is not completely upside down, but my anxiety levels have dropped considerably. I'm feeling much, much brighter. And you know what? I'm just starting to let things go a little bit. I'm not as bothered that the house isn't quite perfect, but I'm suddenly really excited for Christmas and the preparations for Christmas. So I am methodically over the next few weeks going to start doing a really good deep clean of the house, which is going to include cleaning all my glassware out of the kitchen cupboards, having a good clean, and just the thought of it, of sort of taking everything in stages and doing it methodically and in my own time, is making me feel quite positive, as opposed to thinking, oh my God, I've got to be here, I've got to be there, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I have slowed down a little bit, so I'm very, very pleased about that. But I was having a little scroll through the internet the other night and landed on, of course, the White Company website, which I always go to around Christmas time. I always go to in January because their January sale is amazing. And I have bought some beautiful Christmas items in January from the White Company before now that I've then stored and used the following Christmas. But I was having a look this year at placemats because this Christmas I'm actually going to be having 8 on Christmas Day, which I'm really looking forward to. It's going to feel like a really good big family Christmas that I haven't had for some time. Always have a family Christmas, but over the years, as you know, I've lost lots of loved ones, and Christmas over the past couple of years has been incredibly quiet, which has been lovely. But this year, obviously, there are new people in our lives, for myself, for Grace, and we're going to have a big one. We are going to have a big one. So I then thought, you know what, I've got to get 8 people around this table and I don't have 8 matching placemats. So I had a little look on the White Company and I found this, which I really, really like. However, these glitzy, beautiful oval shaped placemats are £55 for 2. And as much as I like them, I cannot justify that. So I had a little look on Amazon and compare this to this. I have found almost identical, a whole pack of oval, glitzy, sparkly placemats. I should get one out to get a better idea, which I absolutely love. I'm gonna have a sparkly Christmas table this year. Felt backing, so nice and smooth on the table. The glitzy bits don't seem to come off, which is great. Exactly the shape I wanted. But the best of it is, this is a pack of 12 placemats. Yes, 12, not 4 or 6 that you usually get. 12 placemats for $24.99. I will link these in that description box down below because that's a bargain, and it's quite clearly a White Company dupe. I love a dupe. So they're going to be perfect. So there's 8, and then there's spares that might go at the middle of the table, perhaps with the bits and pieces on, the turkey or whatever. So I'm going for a sparkly Christmas table this year, and that is my first purchase to get it going, and I'm super, super happy about that. 2 other bargains off Amazon today, and you might want to have a look at their whole perfume, cologne and aftershave ranges this week because they seem to be having quite a deal. And of course, we have got Black Friday coming up soon, so watch out for that. But I have got 2 perfumes as gifts. One is actually going to be for a birthday gift this coming weekend for someone, and the other will probably be a Christmas gift for someone. But I got Flash by Jimmy Choo and Vera Wang Princess, and both of these were less than half price, again off Amazon. I will link those down below for you as well. But all the perfumes I was scrolling through and looked at today seem to be less than half price. So I don't know whether it's just for a couple of days or whether it's for this week, but have a look, and especially if you've got Amazon Prime as well, absolute bargain. So picked up those, which I'm super happy about. And been to Morrison's today. I'm not going to show you my food shop, it was quite boring actually today, just some bits and pieces, but I did pick up some nice Christmas cards which I really liked the look of. They are 5 hand finished Christmas cards. They are charity cards and they were, I think, £5 a box. I need to double check that, but I really like these ones because they are pop-up 3D cards, and that's a really nice ice rink Christmas tree design, which I thought was dead cute. Merry Christmas aunt, 5 of the same design. And then I also got this one, which I thought was very American actually. I remember buying some Christmas cards in America many years ago, very similar to this. Again, a sort of pop-up 3D effect. But Morrison's have got some gorgeous Christmas cards, absolutely gorgeous. So I have made a start on Christmas and I feel quite good about that. I know it's really early, isn't it? Start of November, but I have more people to cater for this year, to buy for. So I've got to get started now and I'm super happy with it. Nancy is super happy that I've started Christmas shopping as well, because she's a shopaholic anyway. So as soon as I go, do you know what, we're going out and we're going to go here and we're going to go there, I'm going to have a look there, I'm going to buy some Christmas things, she's on it. She's absolutely on it. She's in fine form. You will see her in today's video. And in fact, I will start by showing you a lovely garden centre we went to on Sunday called Berkeley Park Garden Centre, which is about 10 or so miles from where we live. Absolutely beautiful. And lots of shopping and lots of other things that I've done this week. So grab yourself a cuppa, sit back, relax and enjoy this week's video.
Well, if this doesn't get you into the Christmas spirit, then nothing will. This was this year's display at the lovely Berkeley Park Garden Centre, not too far from where we live. So I got Nancy in the car on Sunday and off we went to this magical winter wonderland. Oh, it was gorgeous.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere, oh everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park.
You've just caught me wrapping the first of my Christmas presents. Yes, I'm being very ultra organised today. Actually, I'm at a bit of a loose end this afternoon, so I've decided to do some Christmas wrapping because today is actually the 9th of November. And for those of you that know me and have watched this channel right from the start, you will know a little bit of my history, and part of that is, unfortunately, I lost my elder sister to bowel cancer back in 2013. But today would have been her birthday. And I've been out this morning with Mom, and Mom hasn't brought it up, and I think that's because she's forgotten the date. So I wasn't going to mention it to her, but I felt it quite deeply today, actually. And I'm a bit of a loose end this afternoon, so I thought I wanted to keep busy. I'm going to a birthday at the weekend, so I've done some wrapping for that birthday. And I thought, you know, while I'm wrapping, I might as well do some Christmas presents as well. So I've made a start. I've just started using the wrapping paper I bought from Temu, which seems quite nice actually. And I do have lots of wrapping paper. I've got some out already, but I've also got loads in the garage that's in storage, a roll bag full of Christmas paper. So I don't think I'm going to need to buy any more Christmas paper this year. I probably will still have enough. But when I was out this morning with Mum, we popped to Asda. We don't have an Asda very close by to where we live. We'd made a special trip out to Tamworth today. And so we stopped by at Asda, and I did find a couple of little bits. So I thought I'd show you. And the first one is this. And I think he's lovely. £15, as you can see. This very nice marble effect stag. And he kind of matches my lounge and my decor. So I think he will be going either on the mantelpiece or my radiator cover, one of my radiator covers here in the lounge for Christmas. It's quite heavy, and I think it's quite good being quite heavy because it means he's not going to topple over or anything like that. And I've seen quite a few of these. I've seen them in all sorts of different materials, like the velvety materials. But this I thought was a little bit different, being the marble effect, and I really liked him. So I picked him up today. So he is going out very soon when the Christmas decorations come out. I also picked up 2 candles in Asda in very traditional red and green Christmas colours. This one is spiced berries and pomegranate and is lovely. I'm not a keen lover of pomegranate generally, but actually it smells more like cloves to me than anything. Very Christmassy scented, so I love that. And this one is winter pine and eucalyptus. So very fresh and Christmas tree, real Christmas tree smelling. So that will be absolutely gorgeous. I'm really, really getting the feel for Christmas by sniffing these candles out. Beautiful, beautiful. Now these actually were £5 each, so £10. What they did have was these super, super large versions of these. Massive, I'm talking huge, like buckets, at £18 each. And I nearly bought the red one in the big one, the £18 one. And then I saw the green one and I thought, oh, I don't want 2 massive ones. And then I saw these that are significantly smaller than those, but they're still quite decent sized candles. 2 for £5. No, sorry, £5 each. So I decided I would have the red and green, but in the smaller size. I was very pleased about that. And I also picked up a jumper that I've bought for Grace for Christmas. And this was £22 in Asda, and I love it because it's sparkly. We're going to have a sparkly Christmas this year. And it says merry and bright. But I like the fact it's not a really Christmas coloured jumper. It's multicoloured, but I love the sparkles, and Grace will really like that. I'm sure she'll wear this on Christmas Day. Merry and bright. Clearly quite popular. They'd only got 2 sizes left in that one, and neither of them would fit me. So I couldn't buy it for me, so I've bought one for Grace. So I'm loving that. So I'm going to carry on with my wrapping. I'm not going to do everything today. I just want to kill an hour really and do some Christmas wrapping, and I might watch a bit of telly this afternoon. It's just one of those days where obviously I think about my sister all the time, a lot of the time, And sometimes anniversaries don't affect me deeply because I feel them around me all the time. But today it has, strangely, it has felt a bit sad today. But that's okay. That's okay. That's normal, isn't it? So anyway, I'm going to carry on with my Christmas wrapping. I might even put a Christmassy film on. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, aren't I? But I don't care. The decorations aren't going up yet. I'm not going completely over the top. So, and I will wrap him up somewhere safe. So we'll keep him safe until we get decorating. And I shall just plod on and get these done. And yeah, and have a bit of a chill out this afternoon, I think.
Well, that's made a bit of a start, and nearer the time I shall put some nice ribbons and bows around these. And I just thought I would position my stag where I think he might go at Christmas, just to see what it looked like. It's quite impressive, actually.
So here we are, having our moment on the bed, and I didn't put a Christmas film on in the end. I did actually think it is a little bit too soon, even for me. It's a little bit too soon to watch a Christmas film. I don't want to ruin Christmas by it being too early. I do like Christmas to last, and I love the run up to Christmas. All the preparations, all the thinking about the decorations and how the house is going to be, and all the food, and I do love the run up. I love seeing everybody else's decorations out and about. So I am getting ready. I'm looking forward to it immensely, but it is a little bit too soon for me. It's lovely to see everything happening in the shops, but I'm going to rein it in. I'm going to not rush ahead of myself, even though I've got a lot of organising to do for Vlogmas. I'm not going to race ahead. I've got a few more things. I've got quite a lot to buy yet, actually. I think I've done just over about a quarter of the Christmas gift buying, but there's a long way to go yet, isn't there? Anyway, I hope you've all had a very good week. I've had an up and down week is the truthful analysis of this week. I think many parts of this week have been positive. Like I said earlier, I'm feeling a lot brighter a lot of the time. I'm not as anxious a lot of the time, but it hasn't disappeared completely. That's okay, riding with it. I'd prefer not to have, I'd call them panic attacks, really, because they're intermittent. So it's not that I have this heightened anxiety all day, every day. I'm having moments of, I think they're more like fears and phobias, really. Predominantly sort of hit me at night time, which is horrid. But on the whole, I think I have improved this week particularly. But I think there's a way to go yet, and that's fine. And actually the whole looking forward to Christmas is positive for me because I love it all, and it's nice to have that to look forward to. And there is such a lot going on at the moment. You know my story, and you know the situation with my mom, and you know that I'm waiting on appointments and all those kind of things. So there's just a lot going on, and there's a few stresses and strains in life that are not blocking me going forward, but they are daily present every day. And we just sort of have to embrace the challenges at times, don't we? And ride with them and try and be as positive as possible. And we can't always be positive about challenges in our lives. Sometimes it makes us very tired. Sometimes it makes us bit down in the dumps. Sometimes it gives us anxiety, but it's okay. I am balancing it all to a very good degree, I would say. And I do know, I'm 90% sure that some of it, perhaps a huge part of it, is obviously menopausal related anyway. And on that note, the bad news is, it could be bad news, depends which way you look at it, had a lot of information come through from the doctor in relation to hormone therapy and women that have had malignant melanoma, as I have in the past, and whether you are a candidate for HRT if you've had malignant melanoma. And basically all this reading that I've done suggests I am not a candidate for HRT. There's a lot of evidence to suggest it's not a good mix, and there's no evidence at all to suggest it's absolutely fine. So it's a little bit of an unknown, but as it stands at the moment, the International Journal of Women's Dermatology, along with a gynecologist's letter, basically says no, don't do it. So I can't have HRT. So, but then my mom didn't have HRT, albeit she's 93 now. So it was a long time ago when my mom went through the menopause. She was about 53, I believe, 52, 53. Well, she was 45 when she had me. So she had a baby and then quite quickly thereafter must have become perimenopausal. But she seemed to fly through it from what she remembers. She said, I don't really remember anything too detrimental. My menstrual cycle just stopped and that was it. So lucky old her. And I don't have anybody else to compare it to. Obviously, I no longer have my elder sister, as you know from earlier in the video. It would have been her birthday this week, but she passed away 10, nearly 11 years ago now at the age of 46. So she hadn't been through perimenopause or menopause. So I've got nobody in my family to compare this to or chat to about and those kind of things. So it's a little bit of the unknown, but obviously I'm slightly different in that I have had a malignant melanoma. So the advice is not to have HRT. So I'm going to have to look into more natural alternatives and go with those. I do take actually a perimenopausal natural supplement from Holland and Barrett that I've been taking for a couple of years, and it's got, I think it's called Perimenopause and Mind, something like that. So it's meant to help with the fog and all those kind of things. So maybe I would be a lot worse if I wasn't taking those, but I've been taking them for a couple of years, so I don't really know. So that's the only supplement of a natural thing that I take. So if you can recommend anything else, please let me know. I'd be very, very grateful and very, very appreciative of that. And yes, that's it. So it's been a bit of a funny week really, because I'm getting my bearings with new medication, no major side effects, a bit of improvement, definitely a bit of improvement, but not a major improvement. And but I am starting to slow down a little bit, and as I said earlier, just balancing things out a little more and a little better. Things feel a little bit easier, actually, let's put it that way. Things feel a little bit easier. I feel like I'm dealing with things a little bit easier this week. So that is a positive, and I've got to look at it that way. And that's been all that's going on really this week. As I said, I'm keeping the next couple of 3-week videos a little bit shorter because I'm saving a lot of content for Vlogmas. Well, not saving a lot of content. I've got lots of ideas for Vlogmas. So I'm working in the background on what those videos are going to be, because obviously I shall be with you every day throughout December up until Christmas Day. So hopefully there'll be a video from the 1st of December all the way through, the last video being on Christmas Eve, and then I shall be rejoining you again in the new year. So there is a lot to do, so bear with me for the next few weeks. There won't be as probably longer videos or as much content as I would normally do, because I am working on things in the background. And talking of which, I've got something to do now actually that's going to be in preparation for Vlogmas. I've got lots of planning to do. So I'm going to leave this week's video there. Thank you so much for joining me once again. I really, really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Because obviously I'm aiming for 2,000 subscribers, hopefully by Christmas or New Year. When we get to 2,000, we're going to do a big giveaway. I know I've mentioned it before, but we are. So please subscribe if you haven't done already. And until next Sunday, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.